My name is Barris Sarer. I'm a principal at Deloitte, specialized in artificial intelligence.
My name is Kavita Prabhakar. I am the National Managing Principal for Deloitte's technology business and also previously served as Deloitte's Chief DEI Officer.
In the recent years, artificial intelligence, or AI, has emerged as a monumental game changer. It's not just a factor influencing our economy and society, it is the driving force starting to reshape them. As we find ourselves on a threshold of the age of AI, the necessity to equip our students, our future workforce, with AI literacy has never been more critical.
Absolutely right, Barris. The time to prioritize AI education is now. 79% of leaders expect AI to drive substantial transformation within their organizations and their industries over the next 3 years. Yet less than half report that their workforce is sufficiently trained on the topic. In this context, your role as educators and administrators at HBCUs becomes pivotal. AI education is particularly crucial for HBCUs to bridge the digital divide, to foster diversity in AI development, to create job opportunities, and stimulate innovative research, thereby driving socioeconomic growth and inclusivity. At Deloitte, we recognize the immense value in fostering a diverse workforce to remain at the forefront of the AI revolution and continue delivering exceptional value to our clients and our society. By integrating AI literacy into curricula, you will be able to equip students to navigate and thrive in this AI-dominated landscape.
We're excited to welcome you to AI Masterclass, Empowering Educators, Igniting Innovation, a training developed by Deloitte in partnership with Strata Education Foundation. This program provides a 360 overview of artificial intelligence to help you reimagine the future of education.
Today, we're joined by Dr. Aminta Bro and Dr. Marshall Grigsby. Dr. Aminta has served as the president of Bowie State University since July of 2017, bringing more than 30 years of diverse higher education leadership experiences to this position. Dr. Marshall Grigsby served as an associate dean and faculty member at Howard University, executive vice president and provost and chief operating officer at Hampton University, and as president of Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
As current and former HBCU leaders, what excites you the most about bringing AI to the forefront of this curriculum?
Well, I'll jump in on this one. I am very, very excited about the potential for it to build on top of our long and rich history at Bowie State University. Bowie State University is the oldest HBCU in the state of Maryland and very well known for our STEM areas and disciplines. And it's building on top of what we're already doing with our students and preparing them for the workforce, not just for today, but for the workforce for tomorrow that's just rapidly changing. And so when I think about the possibilities, I'm really excited about how it's spurring on the entrepreneurial thinking among our students. It allows us to build out our research endeavors, bring in new partners that can partner with us on these amazing educational opportunities. So the list for me goes on and on. I'm really excited about where we are today with the possibilities for our students and our graduates who are going to be part of this evolution.
Yes.
And I would add to that the fact that, as we all know, AI really represents tools.
Yeah.
They're learning devices. Yeah. And an institution of higher education is all about learning devices. And so you've got to be familiar with and engaged in and learn from AI in order to keep abreast of what's happening. And so that's the very nature of what institutions of higher education do in general. And HBCUs have been doing since their very inception. They're using these tools as ways to advance knowledge, to advance information, and to engage students so that they then become more knowledgeable about what's happening in the world and are able to be prepared to fulfill their roles when they leave the school.
Love the art of the possible and preparing them for the future. And I love that you said it is about the purpose of HBCUs. Like this fits, right? Higher education is the core purpose. And I think that's beautiful. Very well said.
Well, it touches on so many different industries and business, and we pride ourselves on producing graduates from a public HBCU for the public good. And this touches on looking at the disparities in healthcare. How can we use AI to better inform decision-making in healthcare, the industry as a whole, to cut down on the disparities and do something about it? Using AI to address issues around climate change. So the possibilities are so vast. And so what I see is on that horizon is the opportunity for us to solve so many of these societal issues that we're facing today.
And as we all know, years ago, computers were new things. And they brought about a certain revolution. AI is going to do the same thing. Artificial intelligence will be as ubiquitous on campuses as the internet is now. And so it's not about not using them. It's about how we engage with these tools to help us to build a better future.
When you talk about, Dr. Bro, you mentioned the vast possibilities. With the HBCU community in mind, what elements of the AI training and education do you think would be the most impactful and relevant?
Well, I do think it's helping to do some of the problem solving. We spend so much time now gathering information. If you want to research something, you Google it, and then you have to go to this site and go to that site. AI allows for, I think, the pace to pick up faster, where it pulls that information together in a more timely fashion. And that spurs on that research and gets us to that solution much faster than if you have to go and hunt and peck and try to figure out. And I know that's a term that's from the other age with typing. But now we're able to just have AI pull together that information. I look at some of the research that's happening today on my own campus, where researchers are able to more quickly address issues of, for example, on COVID. We have researchers that are looking at healthcare disparities and how it was impacting on Black and Brown communities by bringing in data sets that, before they would have been going through for, months upon months. Today, they're using AI to bring in that data set and very quickly identify information through the use of AI. So these are just some of the examples of where we can more rapidly and quickly get to solutions.
And again, AI helps us to advance information and knowledge and does it in a very rapid fashion. And so the real challenge becomes how we utilize that in ways that allow us to get at new solutions to old problems and new solutions to new problems, and help us to really see not only ourselves but see the world in a way that is constantly evolving. And AI will help us to understand that more quickly and more effectively, and lay the foundation for yet another advancement down the road that we don't even see yet.
Absolutely. I think one of the things we talk about is AI allows you to do things differently, but also do different things, right? So it's a little bit of both. And that, I think, is a pretty powerful framing when you think about the power of AI.
I want to go back to a point that you both made. Technology is evolving really rapidly. Is this giving you any concerns around the risks and challenges that this pace of change may bring?
I think with any new advancement, there will be challenges. And although AI is a new thing on the horizon for the most part, it's invented not out of space but by humans. And sometimes humans bring their own limitations to what it is that we design. When computers first came out, the old adage was garbage in, garbage out. It's what you put in, you get out. Just because you get it quicker doesn't make it better. And so with AI, we have to make sure that there are the appropriate guardrails, there are the appropriate testing mechanisms, to ensure that the biases that all of us have don't get baked into new systems that then give us answers more rapidly, but they're still the wrong answers. And so we've got to be attentive to that and be careful about that.
Let me pick up on that because I agree wholeheartedly. But that speaks to the need for us to diversify the workforce too. So the flip side of that, noting that there is this bias, garbage in, garbage out, what I also believe is that we have on our campuses at our HBCUs the ability to diversify the workforce so that we have diversity in the perspectives, in how research is done. So it's not the garbage in and garbage out, but at the front end, we're getting those perspectives involved in creating those solutions.
Yeah. And I certainly would hope, certainly as institutions move along, but as the larger society moves along, we'll take to heart what Dr. Bro has just said, and that is to understand even more the importance of having as broad a representation as possible going into the further design and advancement of the tools that we make, so that diminishes the possibility of some of the pitfalls that we may encounter, and make sure that we have just as much I in AI as we have A in AI.
Oh, very well said.
There's also, of course, the privacy issues that you have to be concerned about, of who has access to what data that's out there. And for our HBCUs, we are using technology and AI, not just in the curriculum, but also as HBCUs, we are mindful of security and safety on our campuses. So AI has been able to help us in raising and upgrading technologies in an area that is very sensitive and very important to us. But at the same time, we have to be mindful of how we're utilizing that to safeguard the data that we're collecting and staying at the forefront in that respect.
And I would add one other thing, too, and that is, historically, HBCUs have not been funded at the level as other institutions of higher education in the country. And artificial intelligence is, at this point, heavily based upon technology and the costs that are involved in building out a full technology platform. Many institutions don't have the kind of resources that would enable them to jump in full-throated and begin that kind of process, and we'll have to look at ways that it can be done incrementally to build the kind of robust systems that would be what all of us would want. And in that sense, partnerships such as the one that we have with Deloitte through the Strata HBCU initiative is extremely important and valuable, and we are very, very appreciative of Deloitte for participating in this project with us and for developing the series that you have developed on AI. Those 5 elements that are in those in the programs that are upcoming will be vitally important for institutions to see how this can fit within the purview of the work that they're doing. So these kinds of partnerships are fantastic, and we'll need to develop more of them, and we hope that this is really kind of the beginning of a long-term relationship.
And it is our pleasure, really, and our honor to be in this partnership with you, because for us, our purpose is to have intentional impact in small yet meaningful ways, and, bringing this education, bringing this perspective to educators, administrators, to our students is huge. And we appreciate you giving us the opportunity to partner with you too. I think that's great. So maybe a closing question, as you think about this curriculum, what is your ask of advice, ask of educators, of administrators as you roll this out?
I would offer that it's important to keep an open mind about AI. Yes, there are challenges, but there's great opportunity. When you look at where AI is today and how quickly it has evolved, it's important to lean into the technology, as Dr. Grigsby was saying, it wasn't too long ago we were looking at other forms of technology, the emergence of the internet. We're old enough to remember going back. I'll speak for myself. But when you think about the emerging technologies in our recent history, it was all fraught with concern and caution, but then we were able to get to a better place where we understand that it is an important tool that allows us to enlighten, educate, to inform, and it comes with great opportunities. So I hope that, and I believe we are seeing that happen among our HBCUs, that we're using this as a way of spearheading other initiatives with research, with educational models that we hadn't considered before.
I guess I would say that it's important for everyone involved in the educational enterprise at HBCUs to, first of all, keep an open mind, to be creative, and to continue to help develop the evolution of knowledge and information that can be shared with students. I was giving a speech not too long ago, and I went back and did a little research on my own family involvement with HBCUs. And as I look at my immediate family, aunts, uncles, parents, grandparents, and children, we have attended, graduated from, or worked at 29 HBCUs. So we've been involved in this enterprise for a long time. And one of the key elements that historically black colleges and universities have been engaged in, that is they have been creative, they've been imaginative, they've taken what they've had and developed human talent that has served this country well and will continue to do that into the future. AI will be a tool that will help to advance that, and Deloitte will help us to do that. So we thank you for that again.
Well said.
Absolutely. I love the lean in, not lean out point. So with that, I think it's wonderful. Again, thank you for being with us here, for sharing your thoughts. And we hope everybody gets a lot out of this segment.
I know you're eager to get started, but before we dive in, I would like to give a brief overview of the various modules you'll be able to view in this training package. We've organized the training content into 5 core modules. First one is Cracking the Code, Understanding AI Fundamentals. We'll start with a comprehensive overview of AI, its evolution, key components, and common data types used. The next module is Feeling the Impact, Implications of AI, and education use cases. In this section, we'll explore AI's potential applications in higher education, benefits, and inherent bias and risks, and the importance of diverse representation in the field. In a third module, Fostering Innovation, Ensuring Trust, Ethical AI, we'll turn our attention to the critical role of trust in AI governance in ensuring responsible use of the technology while we pursue its full potential. The fourth module is Fostering Innovation, Ensuring Compliance, Legal Landscape, where we'll dive into the legal aspects surrounding AI, such as copyright law, privacy law, and data subject rights, topics of immense relevance and importance in this emerging field. We will then conclude with Future of Work, the impact of AI on the workforce, where we'll take a look at the challenges of embedding AI into an organization's DNA and how to equip the workforce with AI-related skills. We encourage you to think through how you can apply the topics covered in these modules in and outside of the classroom to help you and your students create a future where AI is an enabler of productivity, innovation, and human flourishing.